Love. 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 Not infinite waters. No, but really kind of infinite waters, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, scratch that. I don't have copyright for that message. There's no copyright on the word love or infinite or water. Maybe there's something else that along with that could be copyrighted. I'm not sure. But anyways. Today's topic is love. I just watched an amazing seminar. It had to do with the topic of love, sex, and spirituality. And to understand love, you have to take into account sex and spirituality, because it's all interconnected. There's a magic to the mystery of how creation happens through sexuality. And it just happens to be that when two people meet each other and they have the right polarities that attract each other, they feel that chemistry in them, that spark. And the cool thing about this seminar is the guy, many of you may know him, his name is David Deida. Fucking badass. He talks about the 3 stages of love. And I really like the way he describes it, because it kind of hints at the idea that we can't escape love. And actually, now that I think about it, he does say this. You can't escape it. It's the patterns that we have picked up throughout our life, throughout experiences in our childhood and when we're growing up, that inhibit us from really allowing love and existence to truly flow through us and manifest in either the masculine or feminine polarity in different combinations. You can be a balance of the two. You could be dominant in one but still have the other, because we all have these 2 polarities within us. We just naturally flow more in one way or another, generally. And this is the dance of life. Yin and yang. Male, female. Night and dark. And sure, there's places in between. There's dawn. There's the evening. So, as you can see, there are many expressions of these polarities, but to truly understand love, David Deida says you have to live out your truest expression of your polarity. So basically get rid of all the bullshit and progress through the stages of love. So he says the first stage of love is where you need someone in order to feel love. And this is where most people live, believe it or not. This is where most people live today. To me, it's kind of sad, because, and I've gone through it too. Like, I thought I was above it, but there are certain patterns that we develop, certain strategies that are told are effective, but they're really not in really reaching to those heights of love, really. We're not taught. So we think that we need someone in order for us to feel love. Now the second stage is you learn to place boundaries, and you learn to love yourself. And this is what he calls wholeness. This is where you learn to love yourself without anyone's validation, without anyone else, in order for you to experience that. But you're still placing boundaries on it. And the other one, you want to cage it. The first, you want to cage it because you don't want it to escape. You need it. The second one, there's no cage, but there's a boundary. It's like a more civilized version of love. It's like with love, the first one, you're putting yourself in a cage, really. The second one, you're stepping out of the cage, but you're still kind of looking around, learning this language, because it's a language that you learn to speak with the universe, with existence, with your partner, with everyone around you. And that's what leads to the third stage of love, which is boundless, unbound, unrestricted life flowing through you. This is what all the religions seek. This is why many of the big religions focus on the heart. Even if they have different languages, they all come together at one thing. And the word God, I'm gonna make a video about God, but really it's not the way that religions make it up to be. You're not God, as I understand it, is not meant to divide people. I understand it as a completeness, as a unity of yin and yang. And this is what the purpose of sex is supposed to be. It's creation. We have the potential to reach godliness through sex. But it's in alignment with the heart, with divine, the magic of life, with the spirit. If it's not that, then it's probably one of the other two. Like, we complete each other. The second stage. The other one, I need you in order to feel this divine essence. But the third one is the most real of all the stages of love. And you can definitely go deeper and deeper, because like people who have spiritual experiences often feel really good afterwards because of that, because they've gotten a glimpse of boundless consciousness, where you are not just your body, you're not just yourself, but you're the entire universe at once. Your movement and stillness at the same time. And it's a practice, because like I said, we're creatures of habit, and we have to learn this new language, how to relate to ourselves, from going to needing someone to being able to stand on your own, to giving in completely to existence without a boundary to the love that flows through you in existence and everything. And that's why love is so powerful in overcoming fears. Because that's what we all want. We all want to get to the third stage. But the thing is that we either settle for mediocrity or we want the best. And that's the only difference. Because when we know we deserve the best, we deserve the best quality of love, that's when we're willing to embrace our fears. And that's why love is the only thing that can overcome all that, because it's the ultimate purpose that we have. If you believe in reincarnation, that's the only reason why we come back. Because in higher dimensions, once you exit this body, whatever you think comes into existence. And if you let yourself be taken by your fears, you're not going to last in those realms. It's only through love that you can go higher and higher. And it starts with that spark, that looking into someone's eyes and realizing that there is something bigger than you going on between these bodies, between these spirits, between this movement of existence. So, if you're looking for a solution to solving your fears, I recommend you raise your standards for the kind of love that you want in your life and stick to those standards. And you'll see magic happen around you. Magic. That's it for today. I hope your mind wasn't too blown.